Hello, everybody. Welcome, welcome, welcome to the stream. Only an hour later than normal. It's fine. Hello, everybody. What are you doing? Shush, please. I'm begging you. Thank you. I'm addicted to a new game, and it just decided to make a bunch of noise just then. It is called Merge Wars. Is that what you're called? Merge War. Yeah. Also Fortnite. I haven't played Fortnite since Friday. I haven't been able to. But I swapped usernames with my nephew. So the day when my nephew and I are able to play Fortnite together is rapidly approaching, dude. One of those merge games. It is. I love merge games. The problem is most of them turn into a nightmare after you've played them for about a day. You play them for a day and it's fun and you merge things and you're like, this is great. The more I merge, the bigger they get. That's so fun. That's such a cool, fun thing. And then it hits a point where it's like, oh my gosh, can you not merge anymore? Do you not have enough of that thing? Oh, that's so sad. What are we going to do about that? Would you like to buy the starter bundle for $15.99? And I go, no! Merge War is nice because it's not a lot of the merge games that I've played. You're just on like you've got your screen, right? And basically the whole screen is a grid and you just merge stuff forever. What I like about this one, they're not paying me, but they should. What I like about this one, at least so far, is that it's an auto battler. So it merges in the same way that a lot of auto battlers do, right? You have two of the same unit in your current battle, and you merge them together and they become a stronger unit, and you can just keep doing that up to 7 times, I think. You know, if you're able. And then the longer you play, you unlock different types of units, and what unit comes out is randomized. So you don't have to like spend a bunch of time deciding what unit you want out there. It just randomizes what unit goes on your board each time you get a unit. So it's nice. It's super chill. And each battle you restart merging, just like in an auto battle. You just restart. So you're not sitting there going, oh my God, the sunk cost fallacy part of my brain is like, I should give up on this game, but we started off as milk and now we're an entire farm. You know, at first I was just merging milk, and then it turned into cheese, and then it turned into who fucking knows what. And if I give up now, what's going to happen to my farm? It's nice. Each battle is just doing its own thing. I will say that I think it definitely increases in difficulty rapidly. So the first few games that you play, you're like, oh my God, if I just merge a couple times, I fucking crush at this game, right? And then pretty quickly it's like, no, never mind. No, never mind. I have to actually like learn the strategy now. And if you don't have the patience to learn the strategy about like where to put your merged units and all of that sort of shit, you're probably going to feel like it's trying to cash grab you. So, tread with caution, but I'm having fun with it so far. I've only played it for 2 days. So in 2 or 3 days here, I'm an anti-whale. We've discussed this before, but if you've never been here, well, I've talked about this before. My husband is the sort of person who gets really into a new mobile game and spends an ungodly amount of money on that mobile game, right? He loves gachas. He's super into that shit. It's his money, whatever, but So I'm the opposite. I will play a game that's desperately trying to get me to spend money and be like, how long can I play this game until it's unplayable for me because I haven't spent any money? So I'll let you know. I will let you know. Tonight and next week. What, for the Twilight one shot? No, the Twilight one shot is not happening tonight. On the schedule, it says it is. It's not happening tonight. It's next week. That's why it's written there. Because a lot of people would have expected it to be happening tonight. Is an anti-whale a plankton? Can that be what I call myself? I'm not a whale. I'm a plankton. No, never mind. I was gonna... Get out of here. Get out of here. Monsters. Are you and Jesse going to be playing Murderous Muses? We have talked about it. Literally a couple of days ago, it was very sweet. He messaged me and was like, hey, I miss you. We should play a thing. And I was like, I miss you too. We should play a thing. So hopefully soon. The industry term for an anti-whale is a minnow. Fantastic. I'm a minnow. A minnow. Oh my goodness. I don't have a coffee. I got so stuck in the traffic and the construction that there's no coffee. It is what it is. So drink a coffee in my honor, if you will. I had no time to make one. Barbie-rella is such a good name. Somebody in chat, his name is Barbie-rella. Hey, you got it. Thanks, bud. We went to the Seaside yesterday. It was very fun. I am sun-kissed today. If you're like, Brooke, you look a little flushed. That's why. I was actually in the sun yesterday. It was wild. My mother-in-law had booked some of the places that you can go by the sea have little like wood. I don't know what they're called, to be honest. They're like really tiny little wood huts that you can stay in that are up on stilts in case the tide comes in, right? They're not big enough to like sleep in. You literally just like sit in there and have a drink and stuff. So my mother-in-law had rented 2 of them so that the whole family could like go have like a beach hut, I guess. So that the whole family could like go and have a day at the sea together. And almost everybody backed out. So she canceled one of them. So we just had the one, and it was me and my sister-in-law and my mother-in-law and then 4 of the kids. And it was very chill and very cute. Sam couldn't come because of some personal stuff that was going on with one of his best friends. A bunch of people were just like doing other stuff. I don't know if they forgot or what was going on, but yeah, so it was only a couple of us. And we were like, all right, let's go. Right. So we had Clarky, and then my nephew, my Fortnite nephew and his little sister, and then my sister-in-law's son, who is 2. Oh my God. It's so hard to tell how old some of these kids are. These Thorn children look like 2 years older than they actually are, except for Clark. Clark I've infected her with like small person. So, they're called beach huts. They're usually cute colors. Yes, they were all like, built differently, but like around the same size, and they were all different colors, and it was very cute. And I was like, I love these. Anyways. I passed on the curse. So Clark is like a little bit under average size. And then, our nephew, who is, I think he just turned 3. So Clark is 5 and he's 3. They are the exact same size. And it's so difficult to remember how old he is. And then my Fortnite nephew has looked like a fucking 7-year-old since he was like 4. It's too much. But anyway, so I'm just going to keep calling him my Fortnite nephew because I think that's funny. My favorite part of this whole day. Wait, there were two favorite parts of the day. My sister-in-law made everybody lunch ahead of time, which was very sweet of her. And she was like, I don't know if this is the sort of thing you would like, but I made us bagel sandwiches with spicy chutney and goat's cheese and rocket. And I was like, what the fuck? It is, dude, this is like the best sandwich I've had in a really long time. I was like, what the fuck? This is so good. I'm going to make this all the time now. She was like, I went to a deli and I had it at the deli and I thought I need to buy everything to make these. It was amazing. It was so good. So if that sounds good to you, you should try it. It was so good. And then all of my kid is like allergic to sandwiches. She just doesn't like them. This is another thing that I think I have infected her with, this weirdness around foods mixing. She doesn't like, we're like slowly starting to do more and more like, here's bread with a different thing on it. Here's bread with a different thing is on the bread now. The American word for rocket is arugula. So fortunately my sister-in-law is really used to kids. So she was like, all right, I made ham sandwiches and I made cheese sandwiches. And Clark was like, she was like, and Clark, would you like a hot cross bun maybe? And she was like, yes. Can you drink water from the taps in America? I mean, keep in mind that America is fucking huge. It totally depends on where you live. In some places, no. Where I grew up, yes. Arugula is called rocket, yes. No food touching disease. It can be a difficult thing. Yeah. I don't, if, like, my brain has decided which things are okay to be mixed together, right, ahead of time. I've tried enough food at this point that when I'm assembling a plate, it's like, okay, this thing is meant to be on its own. This thing is meant to be on its own. This thing is meant to be on its own, right? And it's okay if they touch, but I would rather that they were separated enough that I can sort of decide how much of each thing I'm eating at a time. Sam is the opposite and wants everything touching, maybe everything just mixed, maybe everything just on top of each other. It doesn't matter. Clark is much more like me. So, like, okay. She loves toast. Asks for toast all the fucking time. My little carb loader, right? Loves pasta. If you put something on the pasta, though, she'll be like, absolutely not. If you put something on the toast, disgusting. So we've slowly been working in, like, what about jam on the toast? Okay, she's down for jam on the toast now. Maybe butter. Okay, butter's okay. Sometimes butter's not okay. We're still working on that one. Cheese, no. Clark hates meat in general, so meat's out. No meat on anything. The most recent one that she really liked, for whatever reason, it was so, like, outside of her comfort zone, was peanut butter, slices of banana, and chia seeds. She loves chia. Peanut butter, slices of banana, and chia on top. She ate the fuck out of that. I was like, great, that's great. That's so great. So you just never know. But, like, yeah, it's difficult because it feels like when we make things, and some of you are going to be like, fuck it, just make her eat it. It's not how we're tackling the food thing in our house. Everything that we make, we sort of think about from a position of, like, okay, how can we sort of deconstruct this? And for the most part, it's fine. But sometimes it just winds up being like, we made soup, honey. I don't know what to tell you, dude, you know? I'm the same as an adult. I can't explain why this combo is bad, but it is. Yeah, and that's fun. Look, we all have shit that we don't like to eat, right? Kids' palates are still, like, forming. They're not gonna like the same things that adults like, generally. That's okay. It's fine, you know? Something that has been really interesting is how much she's helping with the garden, because she wants to eat everything that's in the garden. She's really curious what everything in the garden tastes like, but obviously a lot of it is not, like, fruiting yet, you know? So it's been things like dill. We were out in the garden today and she was like, what is this? And I was like, it's dill. You can just eat some. I love dill. And I just, like, grabbed a bit and ate it. And she grabbed a bit and ate it and was like, it doesn't taste like anything, but it kind of does. I think I really like it. Maybe I don't. It's like, okay, you know what? I'm just proud of you for trying it. Like, that's whatever works, dude. Yeah, she's finally in a again, this kid loves carbs, but is kind of weird about potatoes. The other night I did one of those, like, sheet pan sort of dinners, because that's one that's really easy to deconstruct for kids. I was like, I know that everything except the onion that's going on this sheet pan meal is something that she will eat in its raw form, at least, right? So I cooked the potatoes, I cooked the sausage, and then everything else that went on her plate, I just did raw and then cooked it for myself. And she was like, can I have more potatoes? I was like, more potatoes? Fantastic. Absolutely. Of course you can. And so today when she was having the dill, I was like, what's really good with dill is potatoes. Potato salad with dill is very good. So when we have more dill, when we've let the dill grow a bit more, we'll make a bunch of potato salad this summer. And she was like, okay. I was worried about potatoes for a long time, and school lunches didn't help. Yeah, it's interesting because on one hand, I like knowing that she's getting exposed to, other foods outside of my house. When we put her in after school care stuff, that's why she started liking beans on toast. Again, toast. She wouldn't eat beans for the longest time. And then I think because she was eating beans with her peers, she came home and was like, can we have beans on toast? Oh my God. Baked potatoes, like jacket potatoes. She was like, we should do jacket potatoes sometime. I was like, are you what? So, okay, cool. It's just funny, like how kids engage with food, Yeah, I used to hate mashed potatoes. I hated mashed potatoes when I was a kid. And then one day I ate them and was like, what the fuck? These are the best thing I've ever eaten. And to this day, mashed potatoes are one of my favorite things to eat. But I cannot fathom being little and eating them and being like, yuck, disgusting, Chocolate covered coffee beans are meant to be eaten. They're like a candy, basically, but there's still caffeine content and stuff, Yeah, that's also true. I had a friend who absolutely hated meatloaf, and then finally had a type of meatloaf, because meatloaf is so generic and every family makes it different. So there's tons of stuff like that. Somebody in chat was talking about coleslaw. There's tons of stuff like that where people just make them totally differently. And you might be like, yeah, I really like potato salad, right? And then you eat somebody else's potato salad and you're like, not this though. This is not what I meant. I've discovered most of the things I hated as a kid, I only hated because the people around me can't cook for love or money. Oh my God. I know so many people who have said, you know what? I love eating vegetables now. I didn't like eating them when I was young because all my family did was steam them. Or like, they just didn't do anything with them. Which I totally get. Just boil the fuck out of them, yeah. Steaming with nature's seasoning is not the play, Mom. Here's the thing, like, we have access to so much now in terms of like information about how to make things delicious, and also the things that you need to make them delicious, and like I can acknowledge that there were a couple of things that I really did not like until I was an adult. And I don't know if it's because of how it was prepared in my house growing up, or if it has to do with like just my palate changing. I don't know which one it was, but I do know that the people in my house making food were fucking exhausted. And you know what? If my mom came home from a long shift and my dad didn't make all of the food yet, and my mom was like, fine, I'll do the broccoli, and just like did it the easiest way possible and there was nothing on it, like, that's fine. You know? They didn't have those air fryers and shit, you know? They didn't have all the shit. They didn't have all that. My sister was saying that she'll literally put garlic salt on everything. It doesn't matter what it is. She'll put garlic salt on it. I was like, damn. Garlic salt's good. It's a really easy, and you can get the containers like this of garlic salt, dude. Totally. Yeah. I can acknowledge that I'm in a very privileged position to be able to, you know, at times be like, okay, it's fine that you didn't eat that. I'll give you something else to eat, you know. That was not always the case when I was growing up. There was no other option, right? We made dinner. That's it. You can eat it or you can be hungry. That's it, you know? Like, I know I'm not the only person who is in that position, right? So yeah, trying to like work with her and meet her where she's at and help her like enjoy trying foods and stuff. While also acknowledging like the situation that is happening in our house right now would have been seen as a very wasteful situation. Not that we're wasting food. It always winds up getting eaten, but you know. She decided if she's a waffle or a pancake person. She asks for pancakes all the time. We made I've talked about this before. There's a recipe that we make fairly often that we just call purple pancakes. And it's blended up blueberries and oats and honey and eggs and milk. And you just blend it. You just blend the shit out of it and then use it as a pancake batter. She loves them. Sam hates them. On pancake day, like 2 years ago, she was like, I want to make daddy pancakes. And I was like, okay. And she was like, yeah, we should make him purple pancakes. I was like, that's a good idea. Sure. Because you know how to make those. So she made the purple pancakes and he ate them. And later I was like, how were the pancakes that Clark made? And he was like, wow, I do not like those. Like, well, good on you as a dad for eating them anyway. I know. Hello, streamer. How's streaming going? So good. I was an hour late because of various road things. So yeah, doing really good. It's all going great. Hour late and no glasses. Oh my God, my glasses are in the car. I literally thought that to myself. I was like, I gotta remember to bring in my glasses, and I didn't. Just road things, yeah. It worked out for me Eastern time because it's 9:30 a.m. here. Oh, nice. Yeah, that's a more manageable start time. Can you tell us anything about your Twilight character? Yeah, I've kind of already told you guys about my Twilight character. We workshopped it a little bit on stream, but I wanted to be somebody who was turned in like the late 1970s and is like an early computer coding nerd. Yeah. And I reached out to one of the other players to see if they wanted to be a vampire with me and have us like know each other. So but it's fucking amazing. Like, I'm so excited for this because in Monster Hearts, the starting stuff for vampires is all very like, God, everyone wants you. Right? Like, it's so good. So I'm like, I love, and you can decide if you want to be someone who leans into the seduction or someone who completely rejects it. So I was like, this is great. So my starting, I'm gonna be like a full on like, no thank you person. And anytime I reject someone's advances, I get a boon. Like, I get a boost from it. It's so good. But also because there's just something like, if you play a vampire, it reads it out like there's just something about you. And so you get what the Monster Hearts rule set calls strings. Strings are like ties to you. So if someone has you on a string, you are drawn to them for whatever reason, or you are beholden to them for some reason, and vice versa. So at the start, every other player, you have a string of theirs. Every other player right at the get-go, which is so funny to me. I like that it lets you be like, do you want to be smexy or not? Yeah, there's a whole part of the system that's like, do you want to be asexual? That's totally fine. Here's like how mechanically how you would play that, because like the seduction aspect in Monster Hearts is like prevalent, right? But you don't have to like be part of that, or rather the way that you engage with that can be very, there's an ability that everybody has that's called shut down, I think. So you basically get like an extra boost from shutting people down. But two of the traits that you get are hot and cold. So you can start off with more hot, or you can start off with more cold. And that way, coldness is what helps you shut people down better. And hotness helps you seduce people better. So you can be, they're basically like, which one do you want? Do you want to be more of a cold person, or do you want to be more of a hot person, right? So anyway, yeah, that's my character, and I reached out to somebody else, and we'll see if they want to be a vampire with me. Again, this is set in the Twilight universe, so I'm gonna be like a sparkly nerdy boy. And I'm very excited about it. I think it'll be fun. Is anyone going to be a werewolf? I'm only speaking to myself. I don't want to reveal anybody else's shit if they don't want to reveal it, so. It's not today. No, that's why in the title it says Twilight One Shot next week. It's not today, it's next week. Fuck. Yeah, who's going to be a werewolf? It'll be on Joe Fudge's channel. Joe Fudge is DMing it. It's meant to be a one shot, so it should only be one session. But yeah, I have no idea what anybody else is playing. My bad, I got too Twilight excited. That's okay. Look, once this shit is done, I'm gonna have to figure out what system we're using for Peppa, so... Something with no combat. Yeah. Maybe the later is confusing people. Well, people on the schedule, it says it's tonight, which is why I put it where the later section is. I don't want to do Fate again. No, there are plenty of systems that are like, you're an animal. So I would rather do that. The one that we're using for Twilight is called Monster Hearts. Monster Hearts 2 specifically is what we're using. I know about Honey Heist. Thanks, guys. Is there any upcoming games that you're excited for? Besides like Silk Song and stuff? Besides the obvious stuff? I want to play that weird Pinocchio game. I want to know what's going on with that. Yeah, Silk Song. Lies of P, that's what it is. I want to play more Cat Cafe Manager. That was really fun. Yeah, let's go through. So, this last week, we played... Why does it say that Cat Cafe Manager is the only thing I played this week? Wait, what is going on? Oh, there we go. It's like, what the fuck? We played Cat Cafe Manager, and it was so cute. Highly recommend. What a cute game. If you want one of those games that's like, you're running a business, but it doesn't make you do any of the fiddly shit, Cat Cafe Manager is super cute. All the characters are really cute. The story's interesting. The character that you play is not... It's just like a you insert, right? It's not like an actual character that like responds or anything. But most of the game is just like adopting cats to put in your cafe, running the cafe, meeting different people in this little town and hearing about the drama, and then helping these cats find their forever home. It's adorable. It's so cute. I love it. I played a little bit of Peglin. I didn't do it on stream, but played a little bit of Peglin now that Peglin's like actually out. I don't know how much of it I need to play in order to unlock the other classes, but the other classes were not like unlocked from the get-go. So are you gonna play more Core Keeper? Not on stream. That was fun though. That was really cute. Cook Serve Forever. I don't know how I feel about this game. Cook Serve Forever, it's a QTE game. And it just went into early access, so they have lots of time to change stuff and like adjust it. But it's not very interesting yet. It's just QTEs. Yeah. So every shift day is like I'm trying to figure out how to describe this. So at the start, you choose what foods you want to be making, which I was saying during the stream, I don't understand why they have you do that. It doesn't seem to matter that much. And then each type of ingredient has a different code that you put in, basically a different QTE that you have to do. And at the start, a lot of it will be like, press any button this many times, sort of a thing. And as you improve the ingredients during the course of your shift, the QTEs become more specific. So instead of it being like, press A and then press any button, it'll be like, press A, then B, right? And eventually it can get to the point where it like jumbles stuff, or it says, don't press B, you know, that sort of stuff. And it never felt any like, we played it for a while and it never felt any different or any more interesting, really, you know? So they definitely need to adjust something there, because it is not like a long-term engaging game. It has much more of a story, I think, than the other Cook Serve games have had, but I didn't play the other Cook Serve games like a ton. So, yeah. Jenna wasn't feeling it. Yeah, I stuck with it for the whole stream, but we got one of the locations to level 20. Like, we maxed it out, and it felt the same the entire time, you know? Like, why? We played more Darkest Dungeon 2, which is still great and still very fun. And then, of course, on Friday, what did we play? Fortnite. I'm a real gamer now, guys. I played Fortnite with Krendor, with Gmart, with Boone. I desperately tried to play with Octo, but it broke his computer. That's so fair. And then we played solos. And god damn it, guys, I fucking love Fortnite. I love it. What? I'm like, it's really fun. I know I should have expected it to be fun because little kids are obsessed with it. So obviously it's just like a dopamine injection system, you know? It's fun. No, for real. Yeah, you guys can say all the garbage shit you want, or people in chat like, you're dead to me. You can say that shit if you want. But guys, it is actually really fun. I don't know what to tell you. It's a really fun game. What exactly is the fun part for you? I enjoy battle royales just in general, but that game, like, it is fucking goofy. It is goofy. You can drop down and get killed by Naruto with Attack on Titan gear, and then the next time that you play, you can run into fucking Master Chief and he'll slice you with a lightsaber, right? Like, it's just fun. It's just a fun game in no build mode. That's the only way that I played it. But like, there's so many different skins. There's so many different weapons. I don't know. I enjoyed it. I thought that it was really fun. Yeah, we had a blast with it. So you can be a hater if you want, but I'm just being honest. It was really fun. Thoughts on a week of Battle Royale variety streams? I don't think I have the strength for that. I don't like serious Battle Royales. Well, I shouldn't say that. I really enjoyed PUBG for a while. But like, definitely the ones I've had the most fun with are Apex and now Fortnite. Those have been the most fun Battle Royales that I've played. Liking Fortnite is like enjoying Nickelback. Sure, it's easy content, but deep down you know why it sucks. Okay. I don't know. Why can't people just enjoy stuff? The olds are revealing themselves. I don't know. I think it's okay for people to like stuff. Also, yes, Bulma's in Fortnite, and I need to have it. Because I want to enjoy better stuff. Bro, I'm not telling you have to love Fortnite or Nickelback. I'm saying I'm willing to be up here and say, I played Fortnite and I actually really enjoyed it. I didn't expect so many people to be like, wow, I can't believe you enjoy such garbage content. I don't know. I thought we were all a bit more grown up than that, but that's okay. Anyway, let's move on, since apparently this is turning into a whole fucking thing in chat. Fortnite was fun. And that's all that I played. But it was good. And Peglin has an update. Why? Oh, it's just a bug fix. No! Unable to sync. Retry, dude. Okay. Yeah, Inkbound comes out next week. I'm very excited. We also have to try and play Omen Sight because Omen Sight has been skipped over 2 weeks in a row. Do you collect eclectic earrings? Not at all. I've worn these exact same earrings for, I think, maybe 3 months now. Would you say that you need to play the first Darkest Dungeon to understand what's happening in the second one? No. The story of the first Darkest Dungeon is so straightforward and simple. Darkest Dungeon 2 is the same sort of thing. The basic concept of Darkest Dungeon 1 is a rich old asshole opened up a Lovecraftian portal to untold horrors, and he writes you a letter and is like, hey bro, I'm gonna go ahead and exit the lobby of life. I would really love it if you could fix this huge problem I created. Thanks. Love, your relative. And the whole idea of the first game is you show up to a little town at the base of a mountain and you just send people in to try and get to the end. That's the whole thing. You're just trying to like get there and fix shit. So this second game, and that's, you were told that literally in the intro. So all of the people that you use to do that, they are classes. They are not characters that like stick around or like do anything. They are classes of mercenaries. So there's like a healer. Well, there are multiple healer classes, but like all of the different classes, you can have infinity of that same type of character, basically. So none of that carries over. It's mostly just like the tone. So the second game is same classes, same world, narrated by your same relative, who is kind of, from what I can tell so far, is like taking you through a sort of situation with someone that he was working with to open up the portal. Watching you play Darkest Dungeon 1 was and is literally my favorite thing to watch of all things. Darkest Dungeon 2 isn't the same, but I still enjoy you playing. Thanks. I'm glad you feel that way. Yeah, Darkest Dungeon 1, we had such a blast with. Does Gollum come out this week? Oh my god, does it really? I thought that was gonna be a while still. May 25th. Holy shit. Yep. Yeah, Thursday. Oh my god. Well, we have to play that. Probably on Friday we'll play Gollum. Inkbound I think comes out tomorrow, but I'm not sure what time. This is what sucks. Is trying to like figure out how to time things out where it's like, yeah, this comes out tomorrow, but like what time tomorrow? Because I might not be streaming. This game unlocks in 1 day and 3 hours. Okay. Why does everything come out at like 5 p.m. for me? It's so annoying. Okay, so we'll probably have to do Inkbound on Tuesday. Okay.
That's okay, I guess.
Steam believes in a 10 a.m. Pacific time release time for some reason. I know. I don't get it. I don't know. It's fine. You're the only streamer, I think, that I saw who beat it. Oh, really? I really want to do the, that mod. What is the mod called? The Darkest Dungeon mod? The one that everybody was playing. Sam was playing it a while back. Yes, Black Reliquary. That's what it is. Yeah, a lot of people have played it. I saw Benji and Sam were the people that I saw play it, but it looked really fun. It looked really cool. We should do that at some point. Oh, we wanted to make pizza. I wonder if we could. Oh no, it's Sunday. The grocery stores are already shut, I think. They're already shut. We do the like the really easy yogurt and flour crust because then all of us can do it super easily. But the only yogurt that we've got at home is like a honey yogurt, like a Greek honey yogurt. "4 p.m. I know, but I'll be streaming at 4, so. They shut at 5 for the most part. All of the ones around me shut at 4. I know this because the number of times I've left at 4 o'clock to go try to get something and everything's shut. Yeah, it's fine. It's no big. Why so early? England truly believes in like early end times on Sundays. Yeah, I can look. I can look later. Germany is closed all day on a Sunday. Yeah. It's something to do with trading laws. Oh, interesting. Shops of a certain size can only be open for 6 hours on Sundays. It's a quaint law here. Interesting. Oh gosh. Well, I guess I've only lived in Oregon and California, but neither of those states have ever had a things close early sort of a situation. And I lived in a like super fucking small town and then in Los Angeles. So I've been in a rural situation and a city situation and everything's open just like normal on Sundays, but that's okay. Yeah, I figured it had something to do with like a Christian day of rest sort of situation. There are a lot of towns in Oregon at least that are either dry towns or uh damp towns, I think is what you could call them. Like from town to town, basically, they'll have their own laws about what sort of alcohol is available. Um, if it's a dry town, that means you can't buy alcohol anywhere in that town. If it's a damp town, you can get beer and wine, but you can't get anything else. Ads. If you're getting ads, nobody else should be getting ads. I did ads right at the start and it gave us 2 hours of no ads, so I'm not sure why you're seeing them. It's wild to me there are still places in the US with no alcohol. So it at least in like the town that I went to university in, there was an old lady that basically owned the town at some point and was like, I don't want any liquor in this town, right? So she said beer is okay, wine's okay, nothing else. And it took literally until I was in college there, while I was going to school there was this whole huge petition to allow for places to have liquor licenses, because otherwise you had to, number one, you had to go to a totally different town. Not that I'm like a huge drinker, but like, you know, you had to go to a totally different town to get liquor. And then if you were caught with it in town, they would get rid of it. There's an area in my town like that. The lady the council bought the land from said she'd only sell if there could be no pubs or bars in there. Interesting. Yeah, I don't think that this has changed, but in Oregon you can't sell, gosh, it's it's been over 10 years since I've lived there, so maybe things have changed, but in Oregon you can't sell liquor at a grocery store. So there are liquor stores and then there are grocery stores, and at the grocery store you can get beer and wine. But if you want anything other than beer and wine, you have to go to a liquor store. That's not the way it is in California. So when I went to California and there was just whiskey available in the grocery store, I was like, what the fuck? Sorry, I'm just reading chat. Note the tag, okay? There's a tag here that says reads chat. Okay? Oh my god. I'm trying to remember what it was. I did something yesterday while we were at the Seaside, and when I sat down, I was hacking my brains out. Keep in mind, I'm still like trying to get rid of this cough from when I was sick, right? But for the most part, I'm not coughing anymore. So I came back to sit and was just hacking, and my face was bright red. And my sister-in-law was like, "You okay? You okay? You get a bit winded?" And ever since then, I've felt like, like I need to like clear my throat constantly. Yeah, that's what I thought at first. I was like, did I breathe in a bunch of sand? But whatever. The order changed. It used to say screaming flesh tuber reads chat. Oh my god, that's so good. The sea air was too fresh. I kept wondering if I was allergic to something out there. But Oh my goodness. And then of course I came home after the Seaside, and my whole body was achy and I was so tired. I was thinking on the way home, I was thinking to myself, there are two things that I want when I get home. Number one, I want Sam to literally just pick up Clark and take her for bedtime. I just want him to sweep her away. And number two, I want dinner to be sorted. I don't want to get home and have us do the whole, like, what are we going to eat, right? I was like, but that's probably not going to happen. So manage your expectations. I get home. We walk in the door. Sam immediately is like, hi, honey, come here. Are we doing bed? I was like, yeah, she's going straight to bed. And he was like, all right, let's go brush our teeth. Took her upstairs away from me. I was like, amazing. And then I went into the kitchen and he yelled down, by the way, I got us KFC so you can eat if you want. I was like, I'm so happy. So happy. He did bedtime. We had KFC. And then he was halfway through watching the first Fast and the Furious movie, and he was like, we don't have to watch these, but if you want to watch the Fast and the Furious movies with me. I was like, sure. I'm not going to promise you that I'll pay attention because my brain is alert, but my body is wiped out. He was like, okay. And dude, I kept just like, would do a little bit on my phone and then set it aside and just curl into a ball. And he was like, are you okay? I was like, yeah, I'm just tired. I'm just gonna sit like this for a little bit. My birthday on Friday was watching you play Fortnite for 6 hours, and then I ate KFC. You know what? I love it. Your brain doesn't need to be alert for those movies. Literally, almost every time I looked up, it was like an action shot of cars pulling up. I was like, God, remember when these movies were just car porn? Remember when like so many shots of these movies was just look at this cool car as it slowly rolls up? And he was like, yeah, simpler times before, you know, they were like undercover agents saving the world, I think. Back when they liked new cars and just wanted to steal VCR TV combos. Sam was like, we're skipping Tokyo Drift. And I was like, what? I wonder if you know how they live in Tokyo. It's like, Sam, that's the best song in the whole franchise. I know. He skipped it. It was rude. But it's fine because I was playing Merge War. They should pay me. I'm gonna go to my management company and be like, hi, I'm really into this game called Merge War. Can you like make this happen or what? Oh, God. Yesterday really wiped me out, dude. The ferrets are coming today. The ferrets are coming. The ferrets are coming. Very excited. And by we're very excited, I mean Clarky and I are very excited. Not our ferrets. Nancy's ferrets. Can we see them? No. No, you may not, because they're outside. And I don't take pictures or videos of the outside of my property. But they're very cute. Bring them in? No. No. They have a fucking mansion outside. They can stay in there. I love them, but I'm not bringing them in the house with my cats. Oh my gosh. Iakchos and CVS Jr., thank you so much for all the gifted subs. It's 15. 15 of you who got subs from them. Welcome to the Cat Gang, guys. Be sure to check who gave you your sub and say thank you. How sweet. Are they brown or white ferrets? We can look up pictures and pretend. They're all they all have like little white masks, and then the rest of them is brown. I'm pretty sure. I don't think she has any white ones. I thought ferrets were indoor animals. They can be. Most of the time they are. But they've got a nice warm little house outside. They've lived outside their whole lives. They're good. Are the predatory birds still around? Yeah. Yeah, they have a nest on our property, which is very cool. Are ferrets a lot of work? I've never had to take care of ferrets before. I've only ever had rats in like the rodent-y family. So, I don't know. Currently, I put the tortoises in and out. Nancy's been over in the evening often enough that she's normally been putting them to bed, but otherwise, yeah, I let the tortoises out in the morning. They're very cute. Every time when I open it up, they're right there. They're like, let me out, dude. It's really cute. Like, they just can't wait to get out. How many animals do you all take care of? Nancy has a fuckload of animals. They're her whole world. But she's moving closer to where she works, and she won't have space for all of them anymore because she was living with my in-laws, who are now living on our property. So slowly all of them are getting their own little spots on the farm. So the tortoises have their luxury enclosure. The ferrets have their luxury enclosure that they're going into today. We've got the chickens. We've got the cats. But Nancy... Oh, and my in-laws have their dogs. Nancy is taking all of her lizards and... oh, and the fish. Fuck. Oh, my God. They had, like, a big natural pond on their property at the old house, and I didn't even think about it. And today they were blowing up a pool, and Clark was like, oh my gosh, are we filling up a pool today? And Nancy was like, yep, for the fish. It's like, oh my God. I forgot about the fish. All of the fish that were in their pond. Holy shit. So yeah, we'll have fish now. There is a rabbit warren on the farm. That's true. They've been biting at some of the plants, and my mother-in-law is like, how realistic would it be to make another pond? Very realistic. We want to. I'm very into the idea of little ponds. Frogs love them. Birds love them. You get the right things in there, and you don't have to worry about mosquitoes. There are plenty of fish that you can get that just eat baby mosquitoes, so. Yeah. I think it takes a couple years for ponds to like the ecosystem of a pond to sort of like settle into what it's doing, you know, but that's okay. Your dog is pregnant. Oh my gosh. You're going to be a grandparent, a puppy grandparent. How cute. I have 2 micro ponds and they're currently full of tadpoles. I love it. I love that. That's so good. A grand puppant. Stop. That's so cute. Stop it. That's adorable. We have a bunch of flowers that are bulbs right now, and the bulbs are completely covered in ants. And we were like, why? So we looked it up, and it's very fun. It's like a symbiotic sort of situation where the flower bulbs are covered in sap, and so the ants eat all of the sap off of the flower bulb, and they get a bunch of food. And then once the sap is all gone, the flower is able to open up. But until the sap is gone, the bulb is like protected, but it's also, it can't open. Isn't that cute? So currently in the garden, there's a bunch of like huge plants with flower bulbs, peonies, I think. Yeah. That are just completely covered with ants. We were like, well, that's all right then. Also, we keep seeing these really cool, like, bright red beetles all over the place. They're awesome. Aren't there aphids involved too in this? Well, there's lots of stuff out there that eats aphids. So if there are, I think they're getting chomped. No, not ladybugs. No, if I meant ladybugs, I would have said ladybugs. No, like big square boys like this long that are bright red. Sorry if I seem sassier than usual today. I'm just tired. I'm just tired after yesterday. I learned from Grounded that ladybugs have a larval stage and they're not cute. Yeah, my daughter has a whole set of toys that are every stage of ladybugs. And at least in the toy, the larva is kind of cute. Oh, I wanted to say a quick thank you for being you. These few weeks have been mentally and physically draining for me, but lurking in your streams and binge watching videos of you and Jesse's collab videos have saved my soul. That's very sweet. I'm sorry that you're having a rough time. I hope things are looking up for you. Yeah, that's fair. If your first interaction with the larval stage of a ladybug was in grounded, that might have been horrifying. Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, we have red and yellow ladybugs are primarily what shows up. But I remember when I was a kid, I used to find green ones all the time as well. In my bedroom this morning, when I woke up, there was I did not point it out to Clark because I didn't want to go through the whole like raising it from the dead situation. A bee that was bigger than I have ever seen in my life. It was fucking huge. It was so big. I grabbed a glass and I wasn't sure if the glass was going to fit around it. Imagine, I'm pretty sure, imagine a bee around the length of my thumb. Holy shit, it was so large. And it was dead. It was just dead next to the window. And I was like, what the hell? And I knew if I pointed it out to Clark, she'd be like, we have to save it. No. No, that's okay. I don't want to fuck around with this one, honey. It didn't, well, I don't know. I don't know what queens look like in all types of bee colonies. So maybe it was a queen. I don't know. Victor Gallant, welcome to the Cat Gang. Thank you very much. Appreciate it. Bye, John. They're a kind of solitary wasp. God, it didn't look like a wasp. It just looked like a gigantic bumblebee. Like the biggest, just fucking huge. I'll take a picture of it later, but like, holy God. Sorry, John. You saved it for a picture? It's still in the glass. It's still in the glass because I wanted to show it to Sam. It's still there? Yeah. It was dead, dude. Or incapacitated or something. But who knows? She was probably buff as hell. So if she woke up, she might have just shattered the glass and stepped out. Come on, man. I've never seen a bee that big. I have to keep it. I have to show somebody. And I'm not going to show it to my fucking 5-year-old necromancer because she'll straight up bring that thing back to life. She's awake. She's gone downstairs. She's making a fucking sandwich to take on the road. My My 5-year-old daughter is a necromancer. Sounds like a light novel title. It should be. For anyone who has not been here when I've talked about this before, in short terms, the number of times my kid has picked up a bug that I am positive is dead and has somehow brought it back to life and it's just flown away is so often. Buff-tailed bumblebees. Wait a sec. I don't know if it looked like this. I might have to... Hold on. It had, like, noticeably, like, two... Like, a much smaller part in the front and then a huge part in the back. And at least the pictures that I'm seeing now, it looks like... Well... Well, I don't know. I'll look when I get home. I'll look closer. Fun fact: the reason why night novels, the reason why light novels are named like that is because at some point someone noticed that no one reads the blurbs. I'll just put the story pitch in the title, and it worked. And from then on, it became a trend. And now we'll never be free. Could be a wood wasp. No. Nope. Nope, not that. Not that guy. Do you still have a Pixel phone? I do, but the camera like force quits almost every time I try to use it, which is so cute of it. For a really expensive phone, I love that it does that. Yeah, I think I'm done with them after this. I don't think I want a Pixel again. Oh well. We were talking a while back about how, like, every other one is good for some reason. I don't know. Yeah, so, like, I got mine. Everybody that I know that got the next one, the 7 or whatever, has been like, yeah, the 7's great. Okay. The 6 isn't. But
Is Brett in here? Hi, buddy.
I thought the screen was frozen for a sec. Bro, I am so... You know when you're in that sort of mood where, like, your body is still exhausted from other shit that you did, but you're, like, awake enough to be, like, kind of a bitch about it? That's me today. The number of things that are making me irritated for no reason are, like, the list is so long. It's such a long list today. Awake enough to berate chat. To be fair, I was perfect. Look, I was lovely, okay? I was a goddamn peach to be around until I was like, yeah, I really liked Fortnite. And all of you turned into a bunch of fussy buttheads, okay? I was fine. And now I'm not fine. And I'm mean, okay? You popped the box open. I don't know what you want. I'm a villain now. I'm just an innocent boy. We're just innocent men. We will blame Fortnite for this. I can't believe Fortnite turned Dodger toxic. Classic. Come pick me up. The streamer's toxic. I did play Ark. It was not for me. Survival games in general, not really my cup of tea. Mad Dukes is fun too. I'm too much the sort of person where if I get feisty with someone, it doesn't take me long to be like, hey, I'm really sorry that I did that. The number of times that Sam and I will have a conversation and I'll say something snippy and a few minutes later be like, hey, I'm really sorry that I got snippy with you. And he's like, I literally don't remember you ever being snippy with me. Sam discarded it immediately. Doesn't give a fuck. And I was sitting over there like, I feel so bad. I can't believe I took that sort of tone with the love of my life. What a bitch. And he's like, I don't even remember the conversation we were having. I already got rid of it. I have no memory of this. Yeah, it's that. Yeah, it's banter, but I didn't know it was banter, and I was the one who was saying it, so that's weird. Yeah. I'm both the person who frets over being snippy and also the snippy and has no knowledge that I was snippy. What VODs get uploaded to YouTube? All of them. Amariel has been really sick, is finally like starting to feel a little bit better, and he's the one that uploads all of our VODs. So, you know, we're just behind on stuff is all. I was about to knee-jerk be like, they'll be up soon. Brett, you don't do that anymore, bud. Brett, no, it's not you. But if you want to watch it right away, I mean, I don't put any of my VODs that are on Twitch behind like a sub wall or anything like that. So they're always available on Twitch if you want to watch them. Yeah. You ever have that dream about skipping an entire semester of school? That's me with the VOD channel. Yeah. You wake up thinking, oh my God, I'm late for school, but you haven't gone to school in like 10 years. Now we get to be late for school for our kids. Oh my God. The number of times that Clark and I will wake up and I'll look at my phone and be like, fuck. Too damn often, dude. I rely on her so much to wake up at an ungodly hour that if she doesn't, we're ruined. And I do set an alarm, but like a lot of times I just don't bother to turn it on, you know? Because Clark always wakes up at like 6 a.m. on the dot and bursts into the room and goes, good morning, mommy. And I'm like, hi, honey. But if she sleeps in, bro, ruined. I meant to say it sooner, but the we're innocent men clip cracks me up so much. My wife doesn't get it. So I don't find those clips as funny as everybody else does. Sam grew up with that show. So he fucking cry laughs watching those clips. He thinks they're so funny. I think they're funny because he thinks they're funny. Does that make sense? Like the amount that it cracks him up makes me laugh. The sky's awake, so I'm awake. Yeah, that's how it is in summer. Truly. If your kid wakes up at 5 o'clock and the sun's already up, they might just be like, it's morning. Let's go. Let's go, gamers. Yeah. The sun does help. It does help me wake up for sure. So I can't be mad at it. Does make it easier for me to start my day when it's already light outside. But I don't like if the sun is out and like on me, I don't like that. When it's light though, I like when it's light. Does that make sense? I am a daytime person for sure. I'm a morning person, I'm a daytime person. So I like when it's lighter earlier. That's nice for me. But if I have to be outside and the sun's just like in my business, I hate that. Yeah, Sam has an alarm on his phone that's basically like, go home, idiot. Like it's like the alarm that's just, it's too late now. You gotta go, dude. And knowing that that alarm goes off when there's already been like 2 hours of sunlight now, I'm like, surely I could go on his phone and turn that back an hour, you know? And it would basically feel the same because it's bright outside. Bam, ba-bam. Oh my goodness. Here's the one thing though, okay? Not to go back to spicy shit, but here's the one thing. I don't know if my nephew plays no build or not. If he plays build mode, we might not be able to play together, and this might all be for nothing. I might not have the strength to play with this boy. Because if he plays in build mode, I don't think I can do it, dude. I literally learned this game to hang out with him and play games with him. But if he's like, Auntie Brooke, it's build mode or nothing, I might have to just tap out. Like, I don't know what to do then. Then what do we do? You know? My young nephew used to play build mode, but he never actually built stuff and just hid in houses. Interesting. So you're saying kids might play build mode, but not actually, but play as though they're in no build mode. Do you guys remember when I was in labor? Do you guys remember when I was in labor, except not actually in labor, in induced labor at the hospital, and the guy came in to put the giant needle in my back and was like, I heard from one of the nurses that you play video games for a living. Do you play Fortnite? I'll never forget that for the rest of my life. I'll never forget that, because Sam and I looked at each other like, we literally can't get away from that game. like, geez, even at the hospital, dude. Yeah. Truly, yeah. And like, I don't know. I guess it's hard, isn't it? Because it's this game that like has a really, really young base of people that love it. Which again, I don't think is inherently a bad thing, but I do think that it can lead to like a more toxic atmosphere because these are like young kids that don't know how to behave online, right? And they just talk shit. A young base isn't bad. The way that young people use anonymity online can be bad, right? It's that, and also us just getting inundated with Fortnite stuff, right? Like, I avoided it for so long, not only because it was a shooter game, which I don't normally play anyway, but also because, like, it's just everywhere, dude. It's just everywhere. And I think that can make people go, just leave me alone. Just leave me alone. Can I have a moment's rest where I don't have to think about Fortnite? Jesus, right? That's true. Adults can also just be the worst. But yeah, I had no intention of playing Fortnite again. I played it when it was in beta and it was fine, but it was not particularly like for me. Sam had said no build mode was fun, but I still just didn't really have a reason to play it, you know? So I'm glad that we had a reason to play it. I wanted to learn it so that I could play it with my nephew because he's asked me so many times to play with him, and I keep being like, bro, I don't play it. I don't know how to play it. So I can now say I've played it. I've played it, and it's actually really fun, and I had a really good time, and yes, I would love to play with you, you know? Yeah, thank you, RTX. Thank you, NVIDIA, for sponsoring us and creating a situation where we played Hitman for the first time, which was fucking hilarious. Fortnite for the first time. Played Apex again for the first time in forever. Like, we got some bangers out of this. I love that Octo had a sub goal to play Fortnite until he gets a victory royale. Then he won the very first game he played and never played Fortnite again. That's so funny now knowing that when you first play Fortnite, it puts you against only bots. That's really funny. Yeah. It's good though. I thought you were frozen there. Nope, I'm just reading chat. Check the tags, everybody. Taps the tags. Screaming flesh tuber reads chat. Taps tags. Oh my gosh. They're gonna be doing like an official announcement about this, but they said it's okay to mention it. There's going to be a Neon Divide season 3.5. Because it's been a year since season 3 ended. And they want to give people they don't want people to wait anymore, really. So they're doing a short season, like in the interim, basically, that is not going to be mechanics heavy. There won't be missions or anything like that. It's meant to be entirely RP to lead into season 4. A lot of stuff is getting an overhaul, so we're gonna have like RP reasons for those things happening, but also like for anybody who is like swapping characters, if they want to do like proper send-offs for their characters, or like, you know, in the Undercity we've got the whole mayor thing that never got sorted. So like any of that sort of stuff that could get wrapped up in RP, they're giving people the opportunity to do that, which is cool. But yeah, it's going to be a super short RP season that's starting end of July. Moral for mayor. Yeah, maybe. Maybe, we'll see. What have you been reading lately? How do you get back into reading when you stop? I've stopped currently. I haven't been reading anything right now. But the thing that chat told me to do, which actually helped a lot, is to read novellas. The Murderbot books are like 100 pages. Look up lists of like really good novellas because they're super short, and just get into the groove of like reading and finishing a thing. Because once you do that, you start to like crave just the feeling of like finishing a book, you know? It's nice that way. I listened to Bad Blood ages ago after your recommendation. It was great, but mortifying. Oh my God. I think about that book all the time. What a terrifying book. Don't start with the Iliad. Yeah, don't. If you have trouble finishing books, don't say to yourself, I'm going to read this really long thing. Because you want to like start creating the habit, right, of going back to the book even for like small amounts of time, and it just feels good to finish a book. I want to say 50 pages left of the first Expanse book, and I still have not finished it. Sam finished it, and he doesn't read as often as I do. Sam finished it in like 2 days. Mm-hmm. What D&D class do you like the most? The class I love for role-playing are different to the ones I play specifically for mechanics. That is exactly what I have said before. Bro, it is hard to keep me away from warlocks because I think RP-wise, they are the most interesting class by far. I fucking love warlocks. I don't love being in combat as a warlock. If I have to be in combat as a warlock, I'd rather just sit out, honestly. Like, it's not fun. I don't know, but mechanic, like, what do I like to play in combat the most? I think the most fun I had was as Alis, being a sorcerer. I didn't think I was going to enjoy being a sorcerer as much as I did. Because the like fuck, what are they called? The ways that they let you sort of adjust how you use your magic is really fun. That stuff really adds to it for me. Not bloodlines, no. The meta magic, thank you. The meta magic options I think are really nice to sort of like decide how you want to play, you know? I like it. Cause like Dash is my first paladin, so I'm playing a paladin for the first time with Dash. And I thought it was going to be like a slightly more interesting fighter. And I guess it kind of is. But I don't know. I'm having some trouble like really latching onto. It's just a lot of hitting, isn't it? And like, I don't know. I understand the need for something that is a martial class that does like cleric-y type magic, but a part of my brain is like, I wish that I was either a fighter or a cleric, you know? Like being in the middle has been a little difficult for me because I want to fight like a fighter, but then I go, wait, fuck. I have spells, you know? So, I don't know. At this point, I don't have enough like spell slots that I want to. I've tried to build Dash so that he just has AC for days, right? Because the whole idea is that he takes hits. And so far it's worked well, but that means like I want to use my spell slots on things like Shield of Faith. And it's only recently that I felt like I have enough spell slots that like I want to throw in a smite or two sometimes. So, I don't know. I'll get used to it, I guess. In Sunforged, I'll be playing a bard for the first time, and I'm also kind of worried about playing a bard because, I don't know. I guess I'm just being old. I guess this is my brain doing what older brains do and being like, I haven't done this before, so I don't think I'm gonna like it very much. Bard is probably my favorite class to play. Interesting. I'm not being a subclass of Bard that I've seen anyone play before, and I don't know if that's because it's not like Joe and I are sort of adjusting it because I went to him with some concerns about it. Not concerns, but I was just like, I think mechanically like this part of this subclass might not be as interesting or like might be a bit too random. It's one of those subclasses with like a table. And looking at the table I was like, I don't know, it seems weird that this part of this class is randomized, you know, sort of a thing. Playing Paladin feels like, what if I need this slot later? Yeah. Which is also how I feel playing Warlock, right? It like and I know that they're trying to adjust this, but like every time I've ever played Warlock, it's been, you have 2 spell slots and the rest is cantrips. And I go, well, I should save those probably, so I guess I'll start blasting, right? Which is why everybody just Eldritch blasts forever. Anywho, let's wrap up, guys. Thanks so much for hanging out with me. I appreciate it. I'm opening up Raid Leader in case anybody wants to snag it. Let's read off our activity feed. I will be back tomorrow, as per usual on a Monday now. We'll make our schedule together for the whole week and then post that. Yeah, hopefully we'll have an uninterrupted week, but we'll see. We'll see. Last week was a bit dicey because Clarky was sick. So 2 days ago, that's too far, homie. Kona Taizumi, thank you for the 39 months. Bobby the Dragon for the 28. Lurking Like a Rock for the 33. Crimson Jockey for the 32. Biosleeve for the 1 year. Happy anniversary. Thank you very much. I Am Spellbound, thank you for the 30. Woody for the 108. Oh my goodness. Which is 9 years. Happy anniversary. Thank you so much for all the support. Incredible. Yakchos, thank you for the 4 months. Jodlern for the 101. TCW Chris for the 83. Relax for the 30. Yakchos, CVS Jr., and an anonymous gifter. Thank you very much for gifting subs to everybody. I appreciate it very much. Ardark, thank you for the 82. Victor Gallant for subscribing. Again, welcome to the Cat Gang. Thank you. Celise, thank you for the 71. Twigbot for the 23. Conical Coffee for the 35. Shifty Monk for the 74. Natural 1 for the 43, Yang Yang for the 40, Jamathy for the 6, and Vigil Umbra for the 2 years. Happy anniversary. Will that game get skipped a 3rd week in a row? Stay tuned. Oh, no. Okay, no one did anything. Summer is live. Okay, go say hi to Summer. Spread love, spread joy. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Bye.